Bill O'Reilly here, Wednesday, March 11th, 2020. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening today in America. Joe Biden sweeps primaries in the Midwest. Harvard tells students to stay home after spring break. New York deploys the National Guard. Most Europeans support banning short-range flights because of global warming. Also ahead, it's Joe Biden versus Donald Trump. We'll analyze how that will come down. But first, former Vice President Biden did very well across the country Tuesday night in the primaries, defeating Bernie Sanders by big margins in Mississippi, Missouri, and Michigan. Biden speaking with staffers in Philadelphia after he canceled his Ohio rally because of the coronavirus. He thanked Bernie supporters for their, quote, tireless energy and passion. The former vice president cutting down his speech making to avoid gaffes. Now, his typical address is just 7 minutes. Mr. Biden did get into a heated exchange with a union worker in Detroit over guns, and he said that the man was full of the S word and a horse's ass. I'm not sure whether that is effective campaigning. Harvard telling students to stay home after spring break, the college closing its dormitories and shifting classes online because of the coronavirus. Students have until Sunday to vacate their rooms, take all their stuff. The school is even offering plane, bus, and train tickets for those unable to afford leaving. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo announcing a coronavirus containment zone in the New York City suburb of New Rochelle, deploying the National Guard to help enforce the new state rules. The town is the site of a major outbreak, accounting for 75% of all infections in the New York region. There are now at least 170 cases in the state, one fatality. A new poll from Europe shows 6 in 10 support a total ban on short-range flights to combat climate change. 61% say countries should outlaw commercial aviation for places reachable by train. An additional 59% think the government should tax carbon-intensive foods like meat. Wow. In a moment, Joe Biden versus Donald Trump. The race is on. Right back. Do you have trouble falling asleep or staying asleep? When it's time to go to bed, are racing thoughts keeping you awake? That happens to me. If so, it's time for you to try Ebb. Ebb is the first and only wearable drug-free solution that targets the root cause of sleeplessness, those thoughts. Ebb applies precise and continuous cooling to the forehead, calming your mind. Ebb is clinically validated, and 4 out of 5 users report falling asleep faster and improving overall sleep quality. If you tried everything from pills to pillows with little success, it's time for you to try Ebb. Get the sleep you need so you have more energy to do the things you love. Right now, my listeners can try Ebb risk-free 60 nights. You even get free shipping. Call 877-777-8906 or go to tryebb.com. That's 877-777-8906 or go to tryebb.com, tryebb.com for free shipping and a risk-free 60 nights. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. It looks to be all over for Bernie Sanders, as the senator was badly defeated again yesterday. Joe Biden seems to be the choice of the Democrat and media establishment, and Senator Sanders simply cannot stand up to that. The only question remaining, will Sanders make a last stand next Tuesday, St. Patrick's Day? Primaries then, Florida, Illinois, Ohio, and Arizona. I think he most likely will continue to compete because the delegate count he gets will increase his power at the Democratic convention in July. But in reality, Bernie Sanders is not going to defeat Joe Biden for the Democratic nomination, and here's why. As I mentioned, the establishments within the Democratic Party and in the media, and those folks often commiserate. They have a common enemy in Donald Trump. The establishments decided that Bernie Sanders could not defeat the president and might lose the House for the Democrats. And the tipping point came in an interview on 60 Minutes where Sanders, an avowed socialist, actually praised the brutal Cuban dictator Fidel Castro. You'll remember that. He said Castro did some good things like literacy in Cuba, and that roiled a lot of the establishment figures. So that mistake, and it was a huge mistake, meant that Bernie Sanders lost any media support. You can see it on the liberal cable TV networks. They're not so up and running about Bernie Sanders anymore. It's Biden who they believe can defeat Donald Trump. So, can he? Yes, Joe Biden could defeat Donald Trump. It's possible. But the betting odds now continue to favor the incumbent president because of two things. Donald Trump has a very devoted base. About 45% of his support is rock solid. So that's a pretty good place to start. Joe Biden has trouble speaking, and there's no question about that. And when you are a presidential candidate and you can't speak, that's a big thing. Joe Biden has to basically campaign on two things. He'll bring back the policies of Barack Obama, which he would, and Donald Trump is the devil. That's what Biden's got. Biden's not going to change the country. He's not a socialist. He's not a radical. He'll do what Barack Obama did. Now, Donald Trump's strategy is to basically say to the American people, I fulfilled my campaign promises in 2016. And the economy was good, except for the corona, and everybody knows the president has no control over that. And then Donald Trump will lay into Biden, saying he's old, he's incompetent, he can't do anything, he's befuddled, he's bewildered, he's bewitched, a lot of B stuff. Now, it's going to be close if you look at the Electoral College map. But as I said, Donald Trump remains the betting favorite. I'm Bill O'Reilly, and I approve that message by actually writing it. For more news analysis, please visit BillO'Reilly.com. In a moment, something you might not know. Computer systems in cars, now common. Mine has dozens of sensors, touchscreen displays, and electronically controlled transmission and more. Advanced tech is expensive to fix if and when it breaks, which is why I have Car Shield. Car Shield is affordable protection plans that can save you thousands for covered repairs, including computers, GPS, electronics, and much more. With Car Shield, you're behind the wheel of your own plan. When I'm on the road, I know that I'm covered with their 24/7 roadside assistance. If my car breaks down, I know Car Shield will provide a rental car for free while mine gets fixed. With rates as low as $99 a month, you have little to lose, so get covered by Car Shield today. Please call 800-CAR-6000 and mention code BILL. Or go to carshield.com and use code BILL to save 10%. A deductible may apply. carshield.com. Please use code BILL. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. Last year, the federal government raised $3.5 trillion in taxes, a record, mostly from payroll, corporations, and of course, personal income. Now, if you live in some blue states, the feds are coming for more than half of your money. Here's how they do it. Me and my fellow New Yorkers are paying the most. Between property, income, federal, sales, and other taxes, New York residents give up nearly 55% of their money to the government, and Albany wants more. In New York City, there's a prepared food tax. An authentic bagel in the Big Apple will cost 8% more if somebody slices it in half for you. California, just behind New York, where the locals fork over 50% to the tax man. The West Coast has the country's highest fees on wireless phones. Bills are up 20% since the introduction of the iPhone back in 2007. The average Californian spends $230 in cellular taxes each year. Next up, Connecticut, where you'll find 26 different fees on cable television, including a federal line charge, local number portability tax, even a tax penalty to plug your own cable box into the wall. To Hawaii, where some of the highest tax rates in the country exist. If you live in Honolulu, expect to pay double-digit tariffs on imported goods, which is basically everything except pineapples. If you are looking to keep most of your money, head north to Alaska. Residents there pay nothing on personal income to the state, zero on sales, and have the lowest property fees in the country. It's a little chilly in Alaska, so you might factor that in. But here's something you might not know. Including New York and California, the USA still has lower taxes than most other industrialized nations. Residents in Germany and Belgium pay upwards of 70% to the government on everything from grilled food to office furniture. Back after this. Recently, the stock market has dropped significantly, as you know, and the coronavirus pandemic has already impacted Americans' IRAs and 401ks. Experts are forecasting a long-lasting, possible pullback. So now is the logical time to explore alternatives to protect what you have worked for. Many Americans are moving to physical gold and silver as a recession-proof safe haven for their retirement. American Hartford Gold Group is a trusted leader in gold and silver, and it's easy to get started. They are family-owned and have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. If you are listening to me right now, get a free silver coin from my friends at American Hartford Gold Group. Just give them a call, 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD. Call now to claim your free silver gift for a limited time, or visit them on the web at www.billfreecoin.com. That's 877-444-4653 or billfreecoin.com. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.